Home automation. What are the most common type of loads, controlled in a home automation system? Dimmable lighting. And on-off controlled lighting and appliances. There are many separate DIN rail Z-Wave dimmers, and relay modules available on the market. But what if combine them, in a single Z-Wave, DIN rail module? We are presenting R4D4. 4 powerful universal dimmers, and 4 relay channels, combined in a single compact, Z-Wave, DIN rail module, capable to control different types of dimmable lights and appliances, locally, or remotely over the Z-Wave network. Now, let's take a look at the advantages. Quality low-resistance MOSFET transistors, providing high-power dimmer outputs. 10 amperes rated relays with durable contact system. Zero cross-switching ensures long relay life. Over-temperature protection ensures safe operation and prevents faults due to connecting a higher power load. Optical isolation ensures robust operation, when switching inductive and capacitive loads. The device is based on Z-Wave Plus, the latest Z-Wave technology, and compatible with all major Z-Wave controllers, Fibaro Home Center, Z-Way, Iridium, Raspberry, Vera, and many others. Compact size and standard DIN rail mounting. Cost-effective solution. R4D4 is user-configurable and can be adapted to the specific needs of your project. Depending on your needs, each dimmer channel could be configured for soft starting the controllable light or for rapid start and stop. Minimum and maximum dimming levels can be individually configured for each dimmer channel, thus preventing the unwanted blinking of light sources that are not dimmable in the full voltage range, or just limiting the minimum and maximum luminosity in specific areas. 2 different types of dimming can be configured individually for each dimmer channel, leading edge, or trailing edge dimming. Leading edge mode is suitable for resistive and inductive loads, conventional incandescent and halogen light bulbs, ferromagnetic transformers, and etc. Trailing edge control is suitable for capacitive loads, dimmable fluorescent tube lights, compact fluorescent lights with electronic ballast, electronic transformers, and dimmable LED lights. The device has a power-up memory parameter, which is individual for each channel. In case of any power break, it will store the current state of all channels in non-volatile memory. If the power-up memory is enabled, the channel will restore its last state after the power supply restoration. R4D4 is designed to work with both push buttons and toggle switches. Button type parameter can be individually configured for each dimmer or relay channel. When a push button type is chosen, each short press of the button will change the output status from off to on and vice versa. When starting a dimmer channel, the short press will activate the dimmer on the last dimming level. Long press will change the dimming level until the button is released. There are 2 operation modes with toggle switches, toggle, and follower. When a channel input is configured to work in a toggle mode, each change of the switch state will change the output from off to on and vice versa. If a follower mode is configured, the channel output will follow the switch state. Open switch, inactive output. And closed switch, active output. Another useful option is the pulse-type input. It is applicable for both push buttons and toggle switches. When a channel is configured to work in a pulse mode, each button pressing will activate the corresponding output for 3 seconds. The same action will be performed at changing the toggle switch state, or at receiving an on command over the Z-Wave network. Installation and connection of the module are simple. Dimmer channel inputs and outputs are located on the upper right module terminal. Relay inputs and outputs, on the lower right terminal. Local control inputs are located at the left part of the module. The upper left terminal is dedicated for dimmer control buttons. Lower left terminal for relay control buttons. For easier cabling, the module 220 volts supply can be connected to the first two terminals on the upper or on the lower terminal blocks. Depending on the load, there are different ways to connect the light to the dimmer output. When controlling a dimmable light up to 300 watts, the internal connection of the module can be used to supply the load and the input can be left unconnected. When the controlled load is between 300 and 500 watts, there should be a separate supply line provided for each dimmer channel. Each relay channel has a separate input and output. This allows the module to be used for controlling of 220 volts loads, as well as for low voltage, AC or DC supplied loads. In order to include the device into Z-Wave network, bring it at maximum 1 meter distance from the main controller. Set the Z-Wave controller into inclusion mode and triple-click the Z button on the front panel of R4D4. Multi-channel devices usually need a bit more time for complete configuration, so be patient until the inclusion process is completely finished. R4D4 also supports auto-inclusion by switching on its power supply, while the Z-Wave controller is in an inclusion mode. After the inclusion, it will appear a separate instance for each relay and dimmer channel. Once connected and included in the Z-Wave network, your device is ready for use. You can rename the nodes and configure the channel parameters to suit your current project needs. If you are a home automation installer and you prefer the well-organized and professionally arranged systems, you can check the whole range of our Z-Wave, multi-channel, and single-channel DIN rail modules.